What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Final Fantasy. So in between episodes, I was kind of wondering what I'm going to do next after this game. I mean, I am loving this game, and I hope it lasts forever, but I do need plans for the future. And I think I'm actually going to start two projects after this. I think I'm going to go ahead and start up Dragon Age 2. I've had that installed ever since I beat Origins. And I think alongside that, I will likely start on Baldur's Gate 3. Now, my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough is going to be modded, but I have some interesting ideas for a Paladin RP, so that'll be fun. Go Oathbreaker.
Don't just pass me by.
Well, we've talked to Rowan before. This is the guy whose cart was abandoned, I think. He had the bad attitude.
You handy with that sword of yours? Of
Sometimes.
course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's
It does sound
true.
like a fairy tale.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
That seems like a good cause.
Alright.
Not a fan of poachers.
Good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
Now, wouldn't this be a beautiful fairy tale if that ended up being our Chocobo from Phoenix Gate?
Bastards are hiding from me.
Although, based on how this game has gone, it likely will get there too late and it'll be dead if that's the case. We'll certainly gotta deal with it either way. Like I said, I'm not a fan of poachers. I understand hunting to eat, and I understand hunting because it's necessary for the
Whiteheart.
ecosystem,
That's
but
quite a name for a chocobo.
poaching for pelts and sport, not a fun. It seems like these chocobos are on board for the good cause, saving people from bandits and the like.
A white
Well,
feather.
we're on the trail.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Is the game gonna give it to me? Is it gonna let me reunite with my pet from the start? I guess we'll see. And that first Crayclaw was having a bad day. And they get trapped in like a little loop right there where they can't move. Yeah, I'm liking Will of the Wisps. That was a good decision. Now, I don't think I'll be too thorough as I explore this area, because I think I
These
already
chocobos
did.
aren't going down without a fight.
I'm sure we came around here already.
We got you cornered, Feathers.
Let me see the other eye. Is that
You
mine?
didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
And I'm sure nobody will pay for yours.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
You are welcome to try.
But don't say I didn't warn you.
All yours, Torvald!
Watching them get stuck in the juggle is very satisfying. Give him a taste, shall we? Take a seat. Actually a little hard to land the combo though, that's going off. Can't see shit.
Farewell.
It's a little hard to see what's going on during that. I'm having a similar issue with Limit Break actually. I think get my combos right with all that visual feedback. It's a little tough.
You're safe now.
Looks like a wounded eye to me. That would be my chocobo.
Do you know her, boy?
Clive, look at the eye.
That scar. It couldn't be.
One of a kind indeed.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Small mercies and happiness.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Something like that.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight.
Heartwarming indeed.
Stay right where you are.
We gave her a cool eye patch too.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
Indeed.
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
This actually makes me exceptionally
Take
happy.
care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
I've been wondering about this chocobo the whole game. The White-Winged Wonder. That's very cool. Ambrosia attack displayed in Clive's chambers. Chocobo unlocked. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold 5 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and F to mount the chocobo.
Good girl.
That is actually very cool. And Jill gets one too. Oh, she attacks. Okay, that's cool. And you can kind of hover. That is very cool. Small kindnesses, huh? They do exist in the game after all. Right. Now we gotta head on back to the Hideaway. I wanna look for that Alliant report stuff. And we gotta check in with Gav.
Now, where's Gav?
Okay, so Reed Stone, Reading Table, State of the Realm, Orchestron, 1,000 Tomes, Shop, Forge, Reading Table, Wall of Memories. Do we not have an Alliant report? Certainly doesn't seem like we do. Maybe it's the Reading Table is the new stuff now. Let's wander around a little for a second. Also swing and
It's all right to touch.
see if we have anything to craft here.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
11 bolt. I think we already made that. That's the one we currently have equipped. Okay, nothing to craft just yet. What about reinforcements? We can't reinforce the iconic swords. Good boy. Been in the kids. Alright, so I know that our steeds thing is on this wall. That's the new addition. Ambrosia's tech. A saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Even after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless, just as a good shield should. That was quite charming, finding that chocobo. I had been hoping for that. What do we have on the reading table? A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person. But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia. Or should I say, Whiteheart? You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Jill. Very nice touch game, bravo. Very charming. That is a welcome good feel moment.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
Curious they didn't clean up the
Name
lot.
gave him a start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
I'm gonna be looking at Uncle Byron with suspect eyes. Why did he get away scot-free?
What are we waiting for?
When the Empire decided to ship us off to the front lines, kill our father and our brother and take our holdings. Why did Byron get away? What back deal did he make? As our lion reports. Otto's counter is now open. Alright, well that's the side features I was just wondering about. New facilities. Alliant reports, the Hunt Board, and the Patron's Whisper. All three are located near Otto and the Mess. Renowns. Completing side quests available through Alliant reports or defeating notorious marks found on the Hunt Board will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Interesting. That sounds like a lot of fun. We're gonna go check that stuff out immediately.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Alright. So, Reedstone, Orchestron, the Fruits of Our Labors, State of the Realm, Hunt Board. Okay, so that's where all that stuff is. But for right now, let's go check this place out. Excuse me. It has a chest icon. I'm not sure if this is just going to be a donation, if I'm getting loot from this. Oh, this is the gardener that we helped out before. Well, he seems like he's doing a better job here than he was in the Hideaway. Looking a lot greener.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old Hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the Hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sounds like a great idea.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
A very nice touch.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
That's nice. Alright. Now before we fast travel to wherever we're going for that, I would like... Well, actually, maybe we're delivering that inside the Hideaway. I was gonna say, I want to go check out the boards before we go deal with that, but... Quest icon looks like it's still in here, so... I can drop them off on the way.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Would explain that.
I might have actually taken the wrong way around here. Well, we'll see when we get to where we're going.
Sid.
Maybe there's a way to swing around.
Perhaps they're old enough for the senses.
Definitely missed my turn that I started in, but... Hopeless romantic.
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole. That way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother. Oh, if Only I could shoot an arrow through his heart.
You crushing. Perfect, this brought us right to the new content.
So Martha's all right.
Yep.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
You are very welcome.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Yeah, that's what the backyard is. It's the garden.
Blimey, these take me back.
You do look
I haven't seen
tasty.
a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things.
He's the only one we ever saw eat one.
He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands.
The new guy seems like he's doing a great job.
Didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well,
The burden of
I've got
service,
some
huh?
at least. Thanks. Sid.
Showing you know all about
You
that
can
being
leave
a
the basket
curse
with me.
breaker.
I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Ah, they're gonna have me fast travel back to turn that in. Okay, we'll come back to these boards.
The curse breakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
Indeed.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
Not at all.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Damn, what's with the game being nice and sentimental all of a sudden? I'm sure that's not gonna last. Martel apples displayed in Clive's chambers. Yeah, the game is being quite nice currently. Sure, that's gonna end in disaster. Right, now let's get ourselves back onto those boards. I want to look at the hunts specifically I'm extra excited for, but we do have, I'm sure, a bunch of side quests to contend with too, so This is the way I should have gone last time, much faster. Took a giant detour the first time.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Oh, he won't bite. Neighborhood doggo.
I hear there's trouble in this area. That broom's as ragged as...
So Martha's alright.
Alright.
I just went so lucky that.
What do you have for us, goat?
Clive! Oh, same old.
Otto's got me reading through reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So much has happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, they're still with us in our hearts.
and Sid,
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
he's still with us too.
With us and in you. He took his name and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Anything catch your eye?
Okay, we have no quest for right now. What are you doing, Desiree? You and I come for the rewards, correct?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up.
I kind of agree.
Still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Let's find out some more about her.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Jara would be proud of me, too, were he with us today.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Yara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing, and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us, even though they're gone.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
The Patron's Whisper, completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Folk at the Tea House. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Heartstruck Dowager.
You earned this.
Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again the Blood Axes. They gave us a meteorite.
Here you are.
So we get a Berserker ring at 85 renown. We can't see what that's going to be. The Berserker ring I'm very interested in, actually.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Alright. So what are we cooking with hunts? Clive, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, I am the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the greenswood. There's no way that I could have read all that in time. I need you to slay them all.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Well, thank you. It's so good to have found someone who understands me. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the bullets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, I'm your Moogle, I assume it said. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been. Well, he got jokes, huh? Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Neck to the Bold, not Neck to the Stupid. It's precisely what you see before you. The Cursebreakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, and post the bullets here, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. Did you see that the Cursebreakers give every bullet a rank of riskiness? From, this thing could kill you with a single swipe, to, a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. Let's take a look. The Hump Board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the Hump Board in hope that the fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So we killed the eyeball one by accident. The Angel of Death. This is a B rank. This is the same rank as this. A trader coming by the way of Cairn Northern met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Do I have a way to accept this? Or do I just have to go look for this? Okay, I think I just have to go look for this. Where is this? Cairn Northern. What's the deal with this? Ah, is this why I couldn't? Because I can't fast travel to any of these locations right now, is that why? Oxcrag Cliff. Alright, well, what do you have for me, Vivian?
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today?
What's going on here?
Study it well, Clive.
Barracullans, the Black Shields. So they're expanding this ways. There's all the Holy Empire. Dalmatian Republic. Iron Kingdom, Drake's Breath. Okay.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Alright, well, this does seem like a pretty good spot to wrap and get ready for the next one, so thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, as always, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Final Fantasy. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.